Yeah, I'm having the same.
Is this the first time you've logged in this semester?
Yeah.
Yeah, then it's going to take... Yeah. Well, no, in general.
No.
Oh. Well, it might be a per computer thing.
Yeah, I think
Actually. Although some of you will disbelieve me when I say this, we did upgrade our computers. Unfortunately, they take some getting used to. The first time you log in on that particular computer in a semester, it takes about 10-15 minutes to actually get past the login screen. After that, it should work fine. So like when you come back from break and you log in, it will take no time at all. But yeah, if it's not in by, I'd say, 10 of 2, give me a call. We'll reboot the system and see what we can do. Right, so, welcome to writing class, guys. Some of you have waited for quite some time to have in this writing class. And have been eagerly marking the days at which we can dispense with this. Alright, so, everyone here knows everyone else, right? No? No.
Yes.
Oh, man, I'm going to have to get my ruler out for you. Seriously. Don't want to? No, come on. Usually you have to wait until at least... You got to wait until like at least day 3 to show hostility. I mean, come on. Show some
I'm not
class.
going to say anything else because
No,
I got a
you're
headache
good.
anyway.
You'll be fine.
I know.
Relax.
A migraine.
I know. Get some water.
Can I get some from the
No.
over there?
I'll grab you one in the case. But finish that first.
Alright.
Alright. Alright, guys.
Probably.
Vince, what do you think I'm going to say to you, man? I have no problem with you doing that while you're writing, but when I'm talking, it sends a bit of a different message. Alright, so, this is writing class. As I've said, we're going to cover a whole lot of basic things, and depending on how we all do, some more complex things. Marie is the assistant in this class, however she's in a meeting. She'll join us later. So if you have any questions during class, you ask Marie, you ask myself. Sometimes you'll see... Everyone here know the new guy, Wade?
Yes.
So only Chandel knows Wade.
I don't know.
What?
Shandell knew everybody.
What?
Let me ask you a question.
In a second, I'm just going through something. The guy with new guy, red beard. He'll be flitting in and out of here sometimes. If you have a question, ask him as well. Anyway, so those are the people who are going to be teaching you.
The intern?
No, he's not an intern. He is a temporary worker. He used to actually teach English as a second language, so he has a very firm, I would say, grasp of grammar, which is good. Since, if I may be frank, one of the major areas that people suffer in when they write is their grammar and syntax. Anyway, you're going to learn 3 basic skills while you're in my writing class. And I'll give you the good news. The first is the most difficult. The first part of this is going to be creative writing. The second part is business writing. And the third will be the exam. But this class is operating on the assumption that you will take your work seriously. You will not look at the computer next to you when I'm speaking and pretend to be fascinated by its contents. This is a class that requires focus, mental discipline, and creativity. Now, I have heard many writing classes. I've heard about 4 now. Every day on the first day, there's always 1 or 2 people who say, I hate writing. Those are my special projects. So if you want to get my undivided attention, all you have to do is say, I hate writing. And I'll do my best to change that.
I hate writing.
I'm going to get my ceiling club. Hey!
Hey, what's up?
You're here. Excellent. It's been a semester. I can't remember your name. What's your name?
Eileen.
Eileen. Good. I can take you off the board. So you're here. It's late. All right. So the first part of today, Eileen Brown, right?
Yeah.
Is Rodman Brown still here?
Supposedly, yes. At any rate, so First part of the class is going to be vocabulary and creative writing.
Oh, God.
But no. Go ahead. Elaborate.
I need to hear more.
Okay, cool.
That was a knee-jerk response, but I need to hear more
Got it.
before I make the final decision.
Smart man. All right.
So vocabulary and...
Vocabulary.
Is the what? The first part of the class?
Yeah.
Right.
Nope. You and I are going to be really good friends. Also, you can't miss what I write on the board. All right, guys. So, the first part is vocabulary. The second part is creative writing. And then when you come back from break, I'll do a little bit of, well, we'll see where it goes. The whole schedule kind of got knocked out of whack by the snow day yesterday. So I'm trying to adjust that a bit. Alright, so vocabulary is a vital tool for any sort of writing, making yourself understood. Your vocabulary in part determines how seriously you're taken. Alongside grammar, I'd say it's the second most important thing outside in any form of writing. What vocabulary you use is dependent on knowing your audience. Who here's heard the phrase "know your audience" before, and from whom? Vincent.
Knowing your audience is like, is saying, excuse me, let me start over. Knowing your audience is like knowing the crowd that you're, whether if you're going to be speaking to or doing a seminar for or whatever. It's like, well, if you want to keep it simple, or if you want to use some major grammar, or you just keep it on the 3rd or 6th grade level.
Right. So you would, you would tell a story to your little cousin or niece or son, like a bedtime story, differently than you would address a board of directors when you're applying for a promotion. So vocabulary is tied into knowing your audience at some basic level, what words work best for which type of people. Since this is a writing class, we're going to try to improve your vocabulary for everyday use, also for cover letters, thank you letters, all that sort of stuff. Who here's been in TNS 1? Raise your hand.
What was that?
TNS 1.
Oh, Tina.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. All right. Yeah, then you guys know how to write a cover letter, right?
Yeah, I had to it.
All right, cool. So you're starting to get a sense of, knowing your audience is incredibly important. So we're going to start out each day with 2 vocab words. If you guys want, we'll add a third. That's a bonus word. These will be on the midterms and final. All right, I can do that.
Time out. You giving us the word, or you coming up with our own word?
I'm giving you the words the first time, and the third one, you guys pick from among yourselves. Okay? All right. You know what? It's the first day after a snow day. I'm going to go easy on you in these first 2. All right. I heard that.
What is your college
Elaborate.
Yep. Elaborate. Mr. Von Ray, you have something to contribute?
No.
Good.
No.
It's okay. Softball on you, but it'll get harder, I promise. All right, so elaborate. Give me some definitions. This is one of those words with multiple definitions.
Extend.
Not quite. That's sort of.
Put together
Elaborate.
something.
Oh! Sorry. One thing. At least in this class, since we're all sitting at a terminal, and we all need to, make ourselves heard. But if we all speak at once, chaos, cacophony, and bedlam will ensue. So, when you have an answer, stick your hand up, I'll call on you, say your name, you speak. Pretty standard, right? All right, cool. So let's try that again. Who here has a definition for elaborate? Sheila.
Elaborate, broaden the point, broaden a thought.
Mm-hmm. That's one definition. Yes. Expand. No. This is a word with multiple definitions. So expand, explain. You'll recall, if you guys were listening, I asked Mr. Von Ray at some point earlier today to elaborate on his feelings about the class. That means to go on in greater detail about. So to expand or explain. However, there's a secondary definition that is also used. And Shandell, stop checking your email because I'm going to victimize you mercilessly until you pay attention. Okay? So, what's the secondary meaning of elaborate?
I mean, I think I gotta look it up. It's a secondary meaning.
So, you know you had something? Close. Very close.
The main point of the main point.
Okay, so that's the first definition. There's a second one, though. It's in the ballpark, but not quite right.
Run.
Hmm?
Run.
No. Extravagant is very close, though. But, okay, who here saw Tom and Jerry as a kid?
Everybody.
All right. Shandell, what did I just say?
Huh?
Exactly. Okay, so, like once an episode, Tom comes up with an incredibly, complex and intricate trap, right? The marble rolls down the chute, which knocks over the bird, which lights the match, which sets the dynamite, which rolls into Jerry's hole, right? That's an elaborate trap. I mean, complicated,
Sounds more like
multifaceted.
Wile E. Coyote.
Right, that was the other example. In case Tom and Jerry struck out, I was going to go to Wile E. Coyote, who might be my favorite cartoon character. Yeah,
Charlie, that second definition,
yeah.
I need you to explain that to me like I'm in the third grade.
Sure. So elaborate can also mean complex. Okay? So the second definition means complex.
To elaborate further.
But you would say elaborate instead of elaborate.
Yeah, they're different pronunciations for... English is weird. It is not logical like German or Esperanto.
Or Japanese.
Or Japanese. No, it is not logical. English causes more stress-induced headaches than I can gamma. Yeah, what's up, Mr. Muse?
Maybe it's a troublemaker. Is
Yeah.
there, for some of us that may want to refer back to the grammar rules, if many of us haven't had it for a while,
Yeah,
is there
we're-
any hard copies you could refer to?
Yeah, we're going to use handouts for grammar, but since today is more of an introductory day, we're going to get started on those on Tuesday. We will have booklets, all that sort of fun stuff. It'll be easy. Don't worry about it. All right, so complex. Who here wants to come up with another word to describe elaborate, the second definition?
Intricate,
Intricate.
multifaceted.
Ooh, yeah.
Pause.
Pausing. What's up?
Multifaceted. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, so you ever see a diamond or a bit of glass that reflects light more than one way? Right. So a diamond is multifaceted because it has more than one side and light goes through it differently. So a multifaceted plan has like a kabillion steps and subclauses. So it's complex, it's elaborate. I'm getting a look back from you, I'm not sure what to do.
I showed you I knew what it meant.
Okay, so that's the first word. Easy peasy, right? Well, I'm actually going to put this to the test as soon as I can.
What's the second word?
Well, everyone here is cool with this. If I ambush you in the halls during break time and say, boy, I sure hope you remember the definition for elaborate, you'll say, yeah, no problem, it means this, right? I won't catch any of you guys flat-footed, do I? Okay, fine. We're going to go with another one. I'm going to go differently. Remember, this is the first class. I'm not going to rank, pull out the high caliber vocabulary guns until, middle of the semester, possibly the third, fourth. You got the last one, so who here knows what crude means? Ed, what do you got for me? Rough. Simple. Anyone else have any other definitions?
Detail.
Why detail? All right, I'll throw in another word. Primitive.
That was my word.
Yeah, I hate it when that happens. Gets right on the nerve cluster there.
I think I've heard the term crude oil, so how would that work with oil?
I'm not actually sure of the chemistry of that or how oil works exactly.
I'm saying,
besides if it
you've
burns,
ever
obviously.
heard that term?
Oh yeah, I've heard it, but I'm not sure what it means in relation to oil.
It means
Sure.
raw.
Yeah, raw,
Raw out of the ground.
unrefined.
Unrefined.
Right.
Got it.
What's up?
Can I sophisticated refer to food?
Yeah, unsophisticated is another good word. So unsophisticated. Who's singing in my class? Who dares to sing in my class? You had a nice voice, whoever you were. Oh well, too bad I'll never know, so I can't throw this pen at them. Alright, so those are our 2 warm-up words today. Anyone here come across any vocabulary today that they did not know and want a definition for?
When? Today?
Today, last week, it's still in your head and you don't know the answer?
Vanguard.
Anything?
Oh, Vanguard.
Vanguard.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, I think they named a car after that word.
Vanguard sounds like the name of a newspaper.
That's a school.
Well, actually, I think there is one.
The Vanguard.
That's a school in college. That's a school. Only on the
It's a,
Huh?
It's a school only on the
Okay, so Vanguard is. Ooh, Sheila, you got this?
I'm taking a guess. Vanguard is like the forefront, kind of the,
That's exactly right, actually. The foremost, the advance guard.
Who came up with Vanguard?
That was Mr. Hatfield.
I beg your pardon?
Mr. Hatfield. Yeah.
First, foremost. That's what Vanguard means?
because I'm first.
Oh, well,
Right. So if you're okay.
That fits the name of a newspaper.
Yeah. So, all right. So if you're in the vanguard of a procession, that means you're in the very front. If I was to use a crude military term, anyone here know the term on point? That means up front. So on point equals vanguard. Fun fact, and it's not relevant at all, but it's still fun. In Dark Ages military jargon, they shortened vanguard to the van, so that if they say, "Okay, you're in the van," that means you're way up front leading the charge. Naturally, it didn't have a long lifespan after that. Anyway, so vanguard. Where'd you see that word, Patrick?
Oh, I can actually not yesterday.
Nice.
Time.
Excellent. It's a good word to know. So, for example, if you were to write a cover letter highlighting your experience in, the food preparation industry, and you came up with a new way for stacking